Shalom, shalom. Hey, I got the $1 million question, right? For those that claim the mark of the beast is a microchip, right? With everything going on in the earth, who's going to implement the mark of the beast? What nation is going to implement the mark of the beast? Because if you say it's all white people, you got to be specific, because obviously Russia is not doing what America is doing. China is not doing what America is doing. Iran is definitely not doing what America is doing. What nations or what white nation is going to implement the mark of the beast? Because if you say it's America, then obviously it ain't going to be the whole world. So this is where the doctrine kind of falls very short. It takes a deep dive, very short.
Okay, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises. Let me say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Halal La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakha Kodash. Double honors to my apostles and elder bishops here in Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect scattered abroad. I'm the brother Taza War from the GMS New Jersey Kent. And yeah, all right, this is once again Chief Ephraim, the carnal man of the Lord, or whatever. You know, I don't know what he called himself. All right, you know, for over the years, the brothers that have been around, you know who he is. He's done a lot of teaching coming from the HOI and being very carnal minded. And it makes sense why he can't understand that the Motb, which is the mark of the beast, is the micro-seed. All right, when you go into that word mark, it goes into a Greek word. A Greek word, say it says charagma, which is something physical. And you know, he sound, you know, for him to say this and be the age that he is in the spirit, as far as teaching his word for a very long time, and he still haven't come around to the truth. You know, in my humble opinion, I don't think he's gonna make it. All right, you're not gonna make it on that ship. All right, because you'll be the one that's actually taking that RFID micro C-hip. You know. So he says that what nation is supposed to implement it? Well, it's going to happen across the whole world, because this also proves that he don't watch news. He don't watch, you know, what the elite, like he goes and bang on Esau, right? I think what's that song they got? Well, it's not him. I think it's the other cat banging on Esau. He loved to curse out the Edomites, but instead he don't even watch what the world leaders are planning. He don't even care of what has been said in the World Economic Forum. Thinking about Kyle Schwab, Yuval Noah Harari, you know, these spokesmen that speak for the elite. You know, I'm pretty sure he don't even know that the Bilderbergs just had a meeting, right? They just had a elite meeting, right? And they talked about the Depop. You know, I don't want to say it because of the algorithm, but you brothers should know. I'll mention the Georgia Guidestones. If you know, you know, right? And they spoke about it freely there, how they need to Depop, you know, the Georgia Guidestones, because it's very much needed. Okay, I just say it that way. If you know what the Georgia Guidestones is, you know what I'm talking about. He don't watch news. He don't. It just clear as day. He don't see what's coming down the pike, and he's going off of his own pride. You know, for all these years to continue to go against the actual prophecy the Lord gave to us to understand. That's why at the end, Revelations, what's that? 13, 16, 17, 18, 30, the 18th verse. Him that have understanding. Matter of fact, I must get it. All right, this is the book of Revelations 13 and 18. I just want to get the point, right? And it says, well, excuse me, that's 16. I meant to go to 13 and 18. It says, here is wisdom. This shows that this guy, Chief Ephraim, doesn't have wisdom, right? It says, let him that have understanding count the number of the beast. And he doesn't have understanding, so neither can he count, right? It says, for it is the number of a man. and his number is 603 which goes into Chi Phi stigma. All right, the word stigma has two meanings. Stigma is one meaning of somebody's known for something, you know, that's what they all about, they carry that name. And another stigma, which means also to prick, all right, to stake, to stab, basically, you know, to prick, which is going into that charagma. And the root word of charagma is charax. The charax is what puts the charagma underneath the skin, which is the micro C hip. So anyway, let's get back here, right? So now I just quickly went to Google real quick, and I put in a title, as you can see, all nations that want to push the RFID microchip. Now I know they wouldn't tell me, and I know they wouldn't say that they will, because this haven't come to pass yet. There's going to be a right crisis when the Lord see fit. All right, what's that? Ecclesiastes 3:1. There's a time, season, and purpose under the heavens, and this is the Most High's will. He gonna make them do it because it's prophecy. So I knew by typing this in this way that it wasn't gonna give me the countries that's gonna do it. They're gonna say mainly that it's not mandatory, because it isn't. It isn't mandatory right now, but it will be. But what I got from right here says, what countries is implanting chips in humans? That's the point. What countries are implanting humans, bro? You mean to tell me, with all the knowledge he's supposed to know in the word and the years he's been in his truth, that he don't consider that microchips going in underneath the skin is going to change the game? It's going to change the system on how you buy and sell, as the prophecy get into, which goes into commerce? Have you not seen these videos? Where have you been? Where have he been? Under a rock? Anyway, it says AI overview, right? It says, while not widely adopted, Sweden and Germany are notable for having people implanting microchips under their skin. With Sweden seeing more widespread adoption, these chips are used for various purposes, like assessing facilities, storing information, and even for payments. So that's Sweden and Germany. It says here are some detailed breakdown, right? It says Sweden, a significant number of Swedes have adopted microchips implants as a substitute for key cards, identification, and payment methods. Companies like Biohack International and Disruptive have been at the forefront of this trend. Now it says Germany, right? A smaller but notable number of Germans have also opted for microchip implants, with some using them in storing information like digital wills, right? Now other regions, while less prevalent, it says interest in human microchipping is also growing in Asia Pacific regions, specifically in countries like China, Japan, and South Korea, according to the market research firm Coherent Market Insights. Now you got United Kingdom, right? A UK-based company, Biotech, have been offering implantable chips for assistive purposes and has performed over 500 implants. Neuralink, while not a country, Elon Musk's company Neuralink has made headlines for implanting chips in humans for experimental purposes, right? And this is, and I could go on, but I'm at the gig. I'm on break. I gotta wrap this up. But I can go on, and I'm pretty sure if I keep digging, there's gonna give you more countries, right? Besides the ones we just read, in these regions that are implanting humans with chips. You know, it don't take a rocket science, and it don't take deep research at this point in time. It is very evident right now with all the information out and the technology, AI taking over the world. It's so evident, all right? You don't have to be an Israelite to know this. You got Edomites that know of this, all right? You got Hamites that know of this. You got Ishmaelites that know of this, because they're watching what's coming down the pipe, all right? So to go back to this cat here, Chief Ephraim, which, you know, this is a video from beloved brother Motb from out in GMS, South Carolina. You know, I was watching this video, which I seen also from Apostle Tahar, and then I went to watch the brother South Carolina's video. He's doing a response to Chief Ephraim here. All right, this character, this carnal-minded man, you know. But anyway, yeah, look at that, the brother down there, brother Pashah, talk about itching ears. Yeah, you know, and you guys gonna be made out to be false prophets, man. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Racha Kodash. Double honors to my apostles and elder bishops here in Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Lord's elect. Shalom.